what's up, everybody? Can everyone hear me loud and clear? Let me know you guys hear me loud and clear because I'm actually streaming from the Dominican Republic. I'm actually here in the countryside, so this was impromptu live. I'm actually been in DR for the past couple of weeks. I'm gonna be here for the end of the year, so I had to take care of some business. But I just wanted to go ahead and jump on this live and just talk about some things, what's going on in my life, and some good things. Nothing negative, but definitely going to be making some serious changes. Basically, I'll be pivoting to a whole new chapter in my life, man. And one of the things I wanted to do is break myself away from this whole travel space. I know that initially, when I created Black Man Travels was a few years back, I had the pure intentions of really educating you guys how to travel, how to maneuver, and everything else. But I'm slowly moving away from the travel game, although I'll still be traveling. But I just wanted to be um, I'll be focusing less on traveling. So if you catch my drift, I'm still will be traveling, but I won't be highlighting it as much as I've done in the past. Not sure if you guys follow me on Instagram or Facebook, but I recently gave birth to another son. Yes, so this is my third son, and this is something I kept under wraps. We both, my partner and I, we felt like we wanted to keep this on the wraps due to the fact that this was a difficult pregnancy, and we wanted to make sure that things were 100%. So once the baby, my son, came out, all healthy, we wanted to make the announcement. So I do have another son by the name of Caden, and he definitely have pivoted my life to a whole new area where I'll be focusing on less travels and just more getting things ready for the next chapter of my life. Um, yeah, man, just sitting back, man, just been watching a lot of stuff unfolding within the travel space, around Passport Bros and the Manosphere talking points. And I'm just sitting back and realize like I don't want to be part of this. I don't want to be associated with this whole space that is moving forward. I think when I joined the travel space 10 years ago, especially around black men traveling, it was a very positive space to the point where we were sharing each other information. We were really encouraging brothers to go out there and go out there and see the world. It's never been a primary reason why men should travel, but it seems like now there's this tug of war of man versus women, particularly black men and black women. This whole manosphere talking points invading the travel space. And I just feel like, you know what? I never been jaded, to the point where I cited one group of women over the other. Uh, I never really had any negative vibes towards any particular groups or whatever. But I seem to notice that within this space, you have to pick a side. And that side, I just prefer not to be involved. So I'll be taking my ball and going home, meaning that I will still be traveling, but I will not be entertaining myself around the current travel space that's currently happening now. I think it's just not a positive space to be in. I'm at a point in my life, with a new son, a new direction in my life that uh, I don't want to be part of these discussions. They're tiring. It's like beating a dead horse. A lot of these conversations that these guys are having are, it seems like it's just a ongoing cycle that is not going to go anywhere. There's no real solution. Getting your passport is not a solution because trust me, you're still going to get played. You're still going to get scammed or even killed in these countries because the guys who are spearheading this movement or this lifestyle, they're not really giving you vital information that what you need to survive outside the US. Uh, I mean, I've been in the digital nomad space for over 10 years, and the stuff that I'm hearing from these other guys talking about, how to hide your laptop address, IP address, when you secure a remote job to go work overseas, it just amazed me how a lot of the misinformation is given out. I personally know men who lost their six-figure paying job trying to be slick working overseas. But if you listen to some of these other guys, some of these YouTubers out here, man, they're giving tons of misinformation on how to move around these countries and how to conduct themselves. And it's just like, you know what, man, maybe I guess I've been there, done that, where I don't feel like I need to be part of this space. To be honest, there's only a few brothers that I actually admire how they move. That's close to how I move. The rest is really don't want to sound cocky, but they're kind of beneath me based on their based on their lack of maturity, based on the way they conduct themselves. Granted, yes, they may have more subscribers and more followers and so forth, which I do not care. But I'm just at a point now where I just decided to take my ball and just go home. I'm all right moving the way I move. I'm okay. I'm all right having my circle of travelers that travel with me. I'm okay having the number of subscribers and anyone who decides to visit my website to learn more information how to travel. I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that. And it's just like I think it's important that as men, as you continue to find your purpose and your way and why you want to do certain things, make sure you do it for you. Do not follow what you see on these YouTube channels. Do not follow or go based on someone else's experience. You have to create your own experience because the thing is, right now, a lot of guys are losing while overseas. They may paint this beautiful picture like things are nice and gravy and they're winning. Most cases, they're struggling. Most cases, they're not doing too well. And that's why it's important, like, go out and seek your own information. Whenever I travel to a new country, I don't go out and pay for consultations. I don't go out and I don't rely on other people's information too much. I kind of go out there and just do my own research because the thing is, at the end of the day, your experience will be slightly different from what I experienced. So my advice to you guys, if as you start traveling to these countries, if you want to pay for these consultation fees that these guys are charging, go ahead and pay for it. But also don't rely on the information that's solid gold. Seek your own information. Go out there and find out things that you want to do and see. And do not let women be your primary reason why you travel. I understand it's a big push behind this. You want to go out and find this fit, friendly, and feminine woman, but at the end of the day, a sucker's a sucker. And the thing is, it's a lot more aggressive, a lot more mean spirit overseas than what you think. It's not as peachy as everyone think it. The way they promote it. You still got to work on yourself. You still got to learn the culture, learn the language. You still got to put in work. It's not that easy. You simply buying a plane ticket and going to that country and think that things gonna fall on your lap. I've been traveling aggressively for over 10 years, and I've traveled around the world, and I've seen things good, bad, and ugly. And I'll be the first one to say, dude, I experienced some bad things during my travels as well. I've been got, I've been scammed. I'm not afraid to admit that, but you learn from it. But if you're thinking about becoming a traveler, you're thinking about, taking this to the next level, you gotta put in work. You gotta do your research. Put yourself in a position where you can win. And another thing too, don't rush it. Don't rush it. To my young brothers out there, man, learn a new skill. If you're starting a business, man, put in time in that business, put in time in that skill. If you don't like that job, go learn a new skill because it's not as easy as you think. It's very competitive out here, especially in the remote field. And the tech space is very competitive. It's not as easy as they say it is. You may get your certification, but if you don't have the right experience, you will not get through the door. I'm keeping 100% with you. I've been in the tech space for over 20 years. So just wanted to say, man, like, for me, I'm taking a pivot. I'm pivoting my content, pivoting my approach, Like, just a lot of things I'm pivoting now that I have a new chapter in my life, a new direction. I'll be literally just shifting my whole aspect of life around to different areas. So just want to let you guys know, like, listen, man, if you think about traveling, man, make sure home is taken care of. Don't be so anxious to move overseas without planning correctly. Because the thing is, this whole matrix thing is everywhere. They always say escape the matrix, bro. The matrix is everywhere. Every country has its own matrix. And some metrics are worse than others. You may think the United States is worse, but you go to another country, it's 10 times worse. So, guys, just always take that in consideration. I know I'm not here to sell you dreams. I'm not here to, sell you this pitchy feeling. Again, one of you guys may live that life overseas, but the majority of guys don't live that life, man. Lucky for me, I'm blessed. I live overseas. I technically live overseas. I got an investment property here. I got land. I have a car. You know, um, have a relationship. I have a child. So I epitomize living this so-called pastoral life. I've done it. I've been doing it for quite a while. But also too, I've seen guys get played. I've seen guys who died overseas, guys who got scammed out of their own businesses, guys who've been cheated on by their so-called girlfriend or wife overseas. So again, I'm not here to sell any dreams. I'm not here to tell you what it is, but me personally, I'm not going to sell you any dreams. I'm not going to set you guys up for failure either. And as you continue your journey in life, always put things in perspective. Understand that you're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs. But don't ever think that travel is going to be your reason why you live. Traveling is just a leisure. It has a start and an end date. Now, you decide to become an expat, that's a whole different story. But put yourself in a position to win. Surround yourself with positive brothers, man. One thing I've done, I personally have unsubscribed from a lot of YouTubers that I used to follow. That was part of the travel space. I unsubscribed. I just got tired of watching their content. I got tired. I felt like I was learning nothing from their content, and it just became the same nuisance, the same talking points. It seemed like everybody's spitting the same talking points. There's no longer a uniqueness. Everybody's trying to get this viral shot or viral clip, and it's just I don't know. I just feel like I've been there, done that. Um, like I'm here in the Dominican Republic right now. I could go out and do a lot of these content that I see on YouTube, but I chose not to. I'm in the countryside. I spent a few days in Santo Domingo, chilled out there, and I decided it was time for me to go up north. So now I'm in the North Coast, and yeah, I just feel like it's time for a change. And I know that a lot of you guys talk about winters coming towards women. A lot of you men, a lot of you brothers, winter is coming for you. I know a lot of you guys like to shift the blame towards women and use these talking points. Winter is here for you. Don't ever think that you're gonna evade winter. So this whole notion that you don't put yourself in a position to be prepared for the worst case, you will experience winter as well. A lot of you brothers walking around with bad health, over obesity, overweight, thinking that you could go to another country and find a dime piece. Sad reality, you're not gonna find that. I don't care if you go to Asia, you're not gonna get it. So while you keep telling women that they hit the wall and winter's coming, a lot of you guys already experienced winter or probably already in winter. So before you start throwing rocks at other people, man, look at yourself in the mirror and understand that, hey, are you the best version of yourself? We're so quick to like sit down in a circle in our own little sandbox and just bitch about every little thing, but yet don't take the time to work on ourselves and want to use traveling as a form of escape and knowing that traveling is just a temporary band-aid. You still got to come back home to your miserable life. And that's why I'm a strong believer that you take the time to work on yourself, work on you, None of these damn YouTubers gonna tell you the truth that's really happening on overseas, man. A lot of guys are getting scammed. A lot of guys are getting hurt. A lot of guys are getting killed. A lot of stuff that you don't see on YouTube, on social media, is not reported. A lot of Americans do die overseas, guys. This whole thing, you want to find a fit, feminine, friendly woman, it's all bullshit, man. Unless you prepared to pay all the bills, there ain't no 50-50 overseas. Unless you're 100% prepared to pay all the bills and take care of her and maybe her family, depending on her education level. Stop, stop living in this fantasy, man. Like I said, man, you guys can't hear, but you can hear the motor coaches behind me. I'm not gonna have a lot of people watch or hear this video because again, I'm a Debbie Downer. That's what a few guys told me. I'm growing the fantasy. That's what some guys have told me. Guys, I lived the travel life. I lived it. I lived it. Good, bad, and ugly. I seen dead bodies on the road. I got scammed. I'll be the first one to admit that I got scammed before. You know, I've dated women that was on that fuck shit. They were trying to be slick. I experienced those as well. I have. I've been doing this for 10 years. Before all social media and YouTube, I've been doing this. So when I tell you guys, I'm speaking from experience and I'm speaking as a big brother to you because I'm not trying to be your uncle. I ain't trying to be your friend. Fuck all that. I'm trying to tell you, passing the baton to you to the next group of travelers out here. It's like, hey, be careful. Prepare yourself to be in the best position possible. And don't believe all the hype, man. Do not believe all the hype. It's not as green as everyone say it is. So it's what it is, man. All I gotta say for me, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be in this position. My life is changing by the minute. This year, I decided to become an independent contractor full time, and it's been challenging. But I'm slowly getting back on my feet. Um, I watched my mother get married. Yes, my mother's 75 years old, guys, and she got remarried in her backyard. So if my mother could get married at 75 years old, there's still a lot of hope for you guys to get married in your 30s and 40s or 50s. And secondly, I watched my son, my third son, come to this world. And just recently, I just came in the mail in Dominican Republic that my son got his passport. So, hey, I lived it, guys. I enjoyed it. It was an amazing run. I had the opportunity to meet a lot of great people, a lot of great brothers, a lot of great experience, and I'm continuing to experience this moving forward, but it'll just be as less frequent travels than I originally planned. So I'll be playing a more pivotal role in my kid's life. I have a 20-year-old, I have a 12-year-old, and I have a 3-month old. And that's going to take us definitely set back from my travels, but I'm going to still travel, maybe twice or 3 times a year. But I'm looking forward to the new chapter in my life. I'm looking forward to just focusing on different things. I'm going to get back into fighting again, boxing. I took a year off, but I realized how much I miss it. I miss the training. I miss the contact of it. So I'm in talks with my coach for next year to like get back at it again and just really take it seriously and maybe get into a fight. You know, that's something I really want to do. And it's just more of an amateur thing. At 45, I don't want to kill myself, but definitely want to to be the best version of myself physically. And also, too, I'm thinking about taking a couple of tactical classes, some guns and knife classes, something I always had a desire to do, and just explore new hobbies, guys. It's just traveling been cool, but there's a lot of other things that I want to do, and I'll be exploring those options. Just FYI, I bought my ticket. Next year, I'll be going to Mexico City. That'll be one of the first places I go next year. And look, can't wait. It's a brand new city for me to explore. And I was able to get a ticket to Mexico City for $136. Yep, flying to Mexico City for $136, man, round trip. And I'm going back to Cali, Colombia for African. I don't know if you guys heard that motor poncho. Yeah, I'm in the Dominican Republic, so you hear that motor poncho in the background. I'm in the countryside in an area called Gaspar Hernandez. But next year I'll be going back to Cali, Colombia for the Afro Colombian Festival. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, I got some trips lined up, man. Definitely so far two trips already booked, paid for, ready to go. And I'm probably squeezing another ticket to another place. But definitely I'm looking forward to it. But just going back at it again, guys, like I said, man, I just feel like I'm moving. It's just time for me to move away from this whole black male travel space and focus on other things that's more positive, more uplifting, more relatable to the everyday brother. I mean, one thing, guys, you need to understand that less than 1% of American actually travels overseas. So if you are part of that 1%, be proud of that. But also to be careful who you surround yourself with. Don't surround yourself with a bunch of dudes that's just very negative, that just talk about the same things. The whole point of you traveling is to learn and grow. If you're not growing from your travels, then something needs to change. So always keep that in mind. And I just want to say thank you guys, man. I really appreciate the support you guys giving me the past year. You know, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a content creator. I'm gonna still get into photography. I'm gonna still be flying my drones and doing other things, but I'm gonna just keep it more low key now. And definitely do some YouTube videos. A lot of pivoting more towards health, to health, and more to lifestyle. So we'll see what happens. But just want to give you guys a rundown, man. It's been a great ride. Uh, more content is coming. It'll be less about traveling, more about real things, real life issues, real life topics, and it's just time for a pivot. I mean, guys, look at yourself in your life. Are you happy in your life? If you're not happy in your life, it's time for you to make a pivot. You know, it's okay to start over, and that's my message to you guys. I don't care if you're in your 30s, 40s, or 50s. It's okay to start over. Every day you wake up, there's opportunity to start over. Don't look at it as a setback because the thing is, as long as you breathe air in this world, you can start over. So always keep that in mind and use traveling as a reward. Do not use traveling as your escape because the thing is, whatever you're running from is always going to be there. So until you deal with your issue, deal with your flaws, those problems are always going to be there. So again, use traveling as a reward, not as an escape. And dude, go out there and smile, enjoy life. There's so much to see and do. You know, go explore, break away from the common four countries that most guys are going to. There's so many other countries you could go out there and explore. And don't let women be your primary reason why you travel. There's so many other reasons why you should be traveling for. So be grateful for that opportunity and just pivot, man. 2024 is about pivoting and accept that. And I'm speaking as a big brother, and just passing the torch of information. This is the topic, and this is will be my topic moving forward. Is just being more of encouraging, sharing more real life experiences with you guys, and the good, the bad, and the ugly, and also encourage you guys to see other places. And I just feel like don't shortchange yourself based on the information that you're getting on social media, and don't believe everything you see on social media. Make sure you take the time to learn for yourself. Get the right information. Don't rely on one single information. Get multiple sources of information and go out there and explore. So, yeah, I'm in the Dominican Republic, man. It's kind of country over here where I'm at. And just want to jump on live, just say real quick, hey, listen, man, I appreciate the support, appreciate the love, man, and hope to see you guys in 2024 and understand that it's okay to start over, man. It's okay to embrace change. It's okay to pivot your life to a different direction. Don't let no one shame you from starting over and doing something different. And stop comparing yourself to other people. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is yourself. And take your time, man. Don't rush. Don't rush. So, with that being said, guys, just wanted to say, hey, 2024 is about pivoting, and it's okay to start over. And be careful who you surround yourself with, especially in these travel streets. It's a lot of shady, jaded dudes with passports, guys. Be careful who you surround yourself with, man. Trust me, they could bring you down based on their own personal issues, based on their personal experience. I know there's a lot of guys talking about relationships when they never ever had a relationship overseas. Pay attention to the optics, guys. You guys speaking on things that they never experienced. If they're not showing receipts, don't believe everything they say. So, hey, live your best life, man. Ask the right questions, ask multiple questions. Don't rely on one source of information. And pay attention to the optics. There's a lot of guys selling a fool's gold, guys. A lot of guys are doing things for views and for likes. And they will say anything for those views and likes, even lie to you. And all I'm asking you is just be smart in who you're following and who you associate yourself with, because again, there's a lot of jaded, angry brothers out here with passports. It's what it is, man. I've been doing this for way too long. I've been seeing it, and it's a broken record. Anyone who's been part of this game for the past 10 years or more will tell you it's a broken record. Any issue that you're dealing with, go deal with them issues, man. Don't use traveling as an escape. Use traveling as reward. Go out there, get that six-figure job, go get that bonus, and then go open that business, go buy that property, then treat yourself to a trip. If you stressed out, go ahead and take that break, man. It's okay to take that break. Because the last thing I want to see is any brother dying from a heart attack from stress. So always, guys, take care of you first, but I also recognize that hey, it's okay to stop and enjoy the moment that you're in, because again, nothing's not guaranteed but death. So all I gotta say, man, enjoy yourself, live life to the fullest, man. If you find someone that you want to explore a relationship with, go ahead and do that. Don't listen to any of these brothers out here telling you don't date this person from this country or don't bring them back to the States. Don't listen to none of that. These guys have no experience in dealing with these type of women. Create your own experience, your own life, your own happiness. Because let me tell you this, man, winter is here for everybody. Winter is going to be here for a lot of people. And enjoy the moment that you have, man. Enjoy the little things that you have. If you can't travel yet, put yourself in a position to travel next year or 2 years from now. If you're not happy at your job, put yourself in a position where you can leave that job and find another profession. If you're not happy in that relationship, walk away. So always keep that in mind, fellas, man. Don't want to stay too long. Like I said, I'm here in the Dominican Republic, man. So I'll be here until after the New Year's, and I head back home. But just wanted to share that, hey, man, I got a new son. This is my third son, and I'm looking forward to this new chapter, man. This whole new chapter in my life, and even at 45 with a newborn, it's definitely different compared to when I had my 20-year-old. But hey, life is good, man. I'm blessed. I'm happy, and I'm ready for the next chapter. Definitely less traveling, but maybe more traveling with the family, more traveling with the kids. So we'll see what happens, bro. But anyway, with that being said, guys, look. happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Happy holidays, man. Enjoy your time with your family, your friends, your loved ones. If you're out there traveling, be safe out there. And definitely talk to you guys towards the new year, man. With that being said, hey, thank you. God bless, and you guys take care. Later.